Hey there. I hope you're doing well this week. We are going to be talking about accessing what you want, and it just so happens that it's Valentine's week. Valentine's Day is this coming Sunday. And from my experience, people fall into three different categories around Valentine's Day. One being you're totally into it, you're really into all the holidays. So you decorate, you go all out, your whole family's involved. You're a living, breathing Pinterest board of Valentine's Day and really all holidays. You're just really into it, and that's awesome. Or the other extreme is you see, especially this holiday, as really being created by the greeting card industry, the chocolate industry, the flower industry, and the like tchotchke industry to just sell stuff. Oh, yeah, Victoria's Secret, the lingerie, right? All those industries got together and created this holiday so we would all just go out and buy a bunch of crap. So there's that viewpoint. And then somewhere in the middle is you kind of, maybe you were into it when you were younger, especially Valentine's Day. You were into it when you were younger, but now, you've been in a relationship for a while and you were really excited about Valentine's Day when you were first together. It was very romantic, it was very intimate. But at this point in your life, maybe you have children and you're having to deal with all the things that go around Valentine's Day for your children's groups and classes and their friends and anything else that's coming along with that. And it really has turned into an obligation. And you kind of look at your partner like, okay, where are we going to get a dinner? What are we going to do? Can we get a reservation? Have you made a reservation? No, I haven't made a reservation. Well, you do that. And then, oh, yeah, he's got to go buy flowers. And okay, yeah, that's fine. And, comes home with a box of chocolate and you're like, yay. And everything's in the garbage in a week, right? And there's no real connection around it, there's no experience around it you know. So what I would like to do is offer a different way of thinking about this and viewing it and actually taking action around it. So again, this comes back to communication and accessing what you want. So what if you use this day and you use this day of Valentine's Day because it's already there. It's already on the calendar. It's not something that you have to create of like, oh, let's create a romantic time for ourselves. Like it's there. It's a holiday. So use it to create an experience for yourself. You don't have to go out and buy a bunch of crap. If you do buy stuff and gifts because that's your love language and you're into that, great. But you don't have to. If you don't want to, and if it doesn't fulfill you, if it doesn't bring you joy, then you don't have to go out and buy a bunch of crap. Create an experience for yourself that's actually meaningful, that provides intimacy and connection. And don't think about it from a place of Hallmark and chocolate and flowers and all of that, that you're having to check the boxes to fulfill on Valentine's Day. Really think about it for creating an experience. Having said that, chocolate is amazing for Valentine's Day. Flowers are amazing for Valentine's Day because they're beautiful and sensual and fulfill on the senses. So if you want to include those things, that makes sense. One of the things I'd also like to offer is when you're thinking about accessing what you want for this day, give it a theme. If you have a partner, you can work on this with your partner. Like this, I'm really feeling relaxation for my theme for this week and for this particular holiday. Or it could be erotic, it could be sensual, it could be cozy. So kind of pick a theme and really run with that this week as we're leading up to Valentine's Day. So instead of just focusing on the day, think about it all week. Think about how I can be my own Valentine for this entire week. How can I lead up to it with intention? How can I really create an experience for myself and for my relationship that works? So, turning this around into a relaxed and pleasurable experience and away from being an obligation. And, again, the expectation already exists, right? The day is already on the calendar. So, there's no excuse really not to create something. And you can create an experience of intimacy the way you want it. But first, you have to decide and know what it is that you want. And then, after you know what you want, communication is so key. And women, this is the best way we learn is from being with ourselves, learning through self play what we like, especially in the sexual realm, and then sharing it with our partner is where we actually move into getting what it is that we want and being able to receive what it is that we want. Because oftentimes, during self play, if we're talking about sexual or any other area of our lives, like we know what we want, we actually figure out what it is that we like, but we don't share it because we are afraid of the feedback that we'll get. We're afraid of judgment. So I encourage you to really dive into what it is that you want and accessing that and then communicating it. It could be in the form of a letter, it could be in the form of a conversation. You could leave post-it notes. It could be a text. It could be lots of, you can be very creative in what this looks like. But really put some time this week into thinking about what you want out of this particular holiday. Use it as an example, right? Just creating that experience. And consider that sex isn't always sex. Sex isn't always intercourse. We're so conditioned in our society that sex means this one very narrow thing. Some people call it P in the V, which I think is hilarious. I love that. So it's not always about that. Sex can be everything. Sex can be a tickle. Sex can be a massage. It can be just foreplay. It can be any form of relaxation. It can be a bath. Like all these different things can be sex. So thinking about it from that way and really pulling all week long, each day on something, on a different thread of something that's meaningful to you. And that again, the whole week is just about sex. Sex is in the details. Think about the lingerie you select. Think about what you're putting on your body. Really think about slowing down and marinating in the sensual aspects of your life, bringing that into your life. Go buy yourself some flowers. Ask for flowers if you haven't received any in a long time and you love them, ask for them. This is really meaningful to me. I love flowers. I would love to receive them on Valentine's Day. Like, be really specific about what you want and when you want it, coming from a place of love and co creation of what it is that you want to create, enrolling your partner in what it is that you want in this playful space, this romantic space. It's not an edict. You're not like controlling, telling them what to do. Like, this is what I want, and you never give it to me. Not coming from that place. That will not produce the result that you want. But again, it's just about enrollment and co-creation and being light and playful and specific about what you want. Our partners want to know. They really do. And when we come to this particular day from this place and looking at it with intention all week long, then it becomes a practice, setting up rituals for yourself. And then you can this type of viewing, this type of experience can be extended past Valentine's Day into your life, right? So we're just using this as an example. We're going to use this day as a testing ground, as a playground, and using this week as a playground to lead up to this day and not putting any pressure on it. Again, sex can be the whole week. It can be all of it. It can be any sort of sensual environment that you want to create. It could be any sort of play that you want to create. So this is my invitation. And the rest of the week, I'll be, of course, giving some fun tidbits and information and tips and tools and all the things about how you can go about doing this. So I invite you to access what you want, really look at your desires, get clear about what you want, and communicate them with love and affection and creating the intimate experience that can be on Valentine's Day.